Eu e minha paciência. É
Three
isso.
genius society members
Eu
at the
só
same
vi o
time?
Dr. Erratio grátis e a Herta.
Member
Entendi.
76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention, the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. He'll recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves. Ergo, the Genius Society hereby confers upon Mr. Albert the title of Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May. She seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant though, but what if I
Ela vai
asked
ser
her that question?
T5, gente, a Romei.
Since when does
Ou ela é
Albert ask bad
T4?
questions?
This little bird has an active imagination.
Quit daydreaming! The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Algo assim. Ai, que fofinho. Vai.
Rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
Tá, deixa eu... É, pegado. T5 da harmonia? Caramba, ela vai ser bufferzinha, velho.
There's much you don't know about the space station. It's crucial to master your expression until you've ascertained the situation.
Ela é da expansão... Eita! Não sei falar, velho. Estação, mano. Quase um jogo que a gente não deu nenhum T5 mochileiro grátis, então. Ele também é da estação.
Portrait of internal turmoil.
Ele tá com giz nos inimigos, olha que incrível. Ele literal tá com giz. Ô, chat, não tá... Eu tô achando que tá muito alto, velho. Vou diminuir um pouquinho o volume.
Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Caramba. Ele parece mistura do cavalo com o ratão, pô. Ok. Gente, os códigozinhos estão tudo lá no servidor do Discord, em novidades. Resgatem antes da meia-noite, pô. Lembre de resgatar 300 geminhas. É o Ryzen 2 inteligente maromba, a Asta vai de base nessa festa. Ah, não fala isso, Sander. Eu espero que não, mano. Não fala isso, mano. Coitadinha, ela é mó fofinha.
On today's program, we're bringing together three intellectual heavyweights from none other than the Genius Society.
Ah, eles são da sociedade de gêneros,
Here to
ok.
kick us off,
Whatever. Herta here.
Xena, remember? Enthusiasm.
Entusiasta.
Seriously? Fine. Hello, I'm Herta.
É muito bom, velho. Mó fofinho os tibizinhos,
New
mano.
face on the block, Madame Ron May.
Essa ela é uma
Hello, dear
filha.
viewers. I'm Ran May.
I suppose that makes it my turn.
Acho que é...
Greetings, viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all ours.
Cara, é muito bom, velho. Tipo mesmo. Coitadinha, não fala isso.
Great news must have
Mother.
finally recognized my potential.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is a scheduled space station visit. Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. Two birds,
Okay.
one stone.
Thank you.
Obrigado.
Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madame Ron May has commandeered one of the space station
Posso ir
zones
na
for
estação
biological
espacial,
science
ok.
experiments.
I like to avoid attracting too much attention with
Asta
my experiments.
e
And the station had
Herta,
its
o
own
resto.
building.
Ah, entendi, velho.
Herta was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels. This area is a brand new domain waiting for us in version 1.6. Welcome to Herta Space Station 6.
Ah, eles vão aumentar a nave... A nave da Herta, pô. A estação espacial.
Inclusion zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion excludes the
Caramba, que
existence of
legal,
inorganic life
velho.
operating in the area.
Naturally.
Ela era tão pequenininha, tipo, comparada aos outros planetas, velho.
So you still?
Ela fazia, cara, muito legal.
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was
Mano, o que ela tá plantando, velho? Minha área preferida do jogo. Só porque dá pra encontrar várias Hertas nela, né?
hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Favor?
Small?
Pequena, não
I'm
tenho
not
certeza
sure about the
dessa
second
parte.
one, but this is a golden age for biological science. No problem too big or too small, right? And version 1.6's brand new Trailblaze continuance, Crown of the Mundane and Divine. Trailblazers will encounter
Okay.
Madame Ron May for the first time.
Pela
They'll need to work
primeira
closely with her
vez.
to solve the headaches of Herta Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ron May has been cultivating.
Beleza,
I'm
vamos
afraid
ter
that's the nature of
cultivado.
biological science. Surprises
Sim,
and
mano,
accidents in equal measure.
caramba,
Not to
velho.
mention, the space station is hiding more secrets than you might have thought. Various crises bubble to the surface, Herta's puppet falling
Oh,
prey
ô
to
chat, vocês
a new
aceitam
provocation that the
energético,
geniuses
mano?
must face up to.
Nothing a small favor flavor can't fix, right?
We got the three geniuses.
Tá bem
here.
gelado.
What could go wrong?
In Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top-secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder
Okay.
of biological science. And what better way to prepare our trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madame Ron May?
Madame Ron May, velho. Apenas. Ah, muito bonita. Isso eu achei incrível, velho. Ela toca um... Não sei o nome do instrumento. Mas tipo um violãozinho, velho.
Madame Ron May is an ice
Vai ter evento
master
uma
following
fofinha com
the
os pets do
path of
sério?
and member 80.
Tá, ela é de gelo da harmonia, mano. Top. Caramba, de gelo da harmonia. Número 81 da Sociedade de Gênios. Cara, tem... Mano, quanto... Vai ser mais de 100 bonecos só da Sociedade de Gênios, velho. Que vão trazer pra gente. Só isso. Emilo. Não sei quem é. Muito bonita. Muito bonita ela, tá? Não sei que conta eu vou pegar ela.
That's right. Biological science is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure, and despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madame Ron May, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat hierarchical structure. My name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinder tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert. Are you
Bom,
hoping for
velho.
something in
Esperando
return?
a troca.
Who wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madame Ron May? Trailblazers agree with me.
Then let me remind you that a genius's blessing isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Bondade, caramba,
You're supposed to be
velho.
intelligent? You tell me.
Many individuals have a hidden side. Ergo, Trailblazers' encounter with Ron may hold
Pode
surprises.
trazer surpresas. Caramba.
I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on the battlefield, don't you?
My basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a single target, while my skill, String Some
Tá.
Slow Swirls, can increase the weakness break efficiency.
Pode aumentar a eficiência de quebra não sei falar. Pode aumentar a eficiência de quebra de fraqueza e danos de todos os aliados. Interessante.
There's also my ultimate.
É
Pedal
minha Milícia Suprema.
to stream, repose, and dream, which creates a field.
Only the most beautiful field I've ever seen. A work of art, madam.
Cara, muito bonita a ult dela.
Allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a
Esse é
mark.
uma
This
fiz
mark is
com uma
triggered on the
marca.
enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action and inflicting them with additional
Ok, ela
ice
vai ser um suporte de quebra de fraqueza, velho.
damage. I'll say, and we didn't even mention her technique, Silken Serenade, which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ron May possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can
Legal.
trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Infligido dano de redução.
Oh, very good. Sounds to me like you have an interest in testing the simulated universe.
After Trailblazers get to know Ron May, another scholar with connections to the Genius Society will be appearing in this Trailblaze Continuous.
Oh, I assume you're referring to the gentleman with the
Cavaleiro com
alabaster
cabeça
head.
de
Classic Mistress
alabastro.
Sword. Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
Gentlemen, my foot.
Cavaleiro coisa nenhuma,
You're
velho.
being a little harsh.
Sounds like you two are well acquainted. Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
Cara, muito bonito. Cara, ele tá muito bonito, véi. Caramba. Eu só não gostei da cor do cabelo, mas ele tá muito bonito. Ele tá com giz nos outros, velho. Muito bom. Literal, ele tá com giz nas pessoas.
Baroness Ratio, or
Doutor-
Dr. Ratio as he's known.
O Dr. Hatchel, mano. Bicho- Exatamente, Sander. Como assim, velho? O Dr. Hatchel, como é conhecido. Ele é imaginário e da caça. Ih, gostei, pô. Imaginário da caça. Olha o cone dele. Daqui a pouco
He's an
pera.
imaginary type character following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different noose worshipping organization,
Gente, que
the
né?
Intelligentsia Guild.
A
Which is
guilda
why
de
I can't stand the sight
inteligência.
of him.
The Genius Society consists of vanguards.
Oh,
from various-
falando nisso, tem vários Ions que a gente não conhece ainda, né? Que eles estão nos apresentando ao longo do tempo, mano.
fields who act in
O
isolation.
cone dele é legal,
In
ô
contrast, the
Sander?
Intelligentsia Guild advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a broad church of followers of Nous who work towards furthering this end.
Question. Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learning of the Intelligentsia Guild?
You
Okay.
sure you want to go there?
Caramba. Melhor
Is
não.
that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligence?
Bicho. Ainda com cone. Ah, não, velho.
Desire to share scientific knowledge?
Ah, não,
Dr.
mano.
Ratio presides over a total of 52 academic programs.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Strict teachers make for good students, and any student who makes it to the end of a program
Será
will be an
cheguei a
expert scholar in their
será
respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
É uma ruína.
Ignorance is an
Ok.
ailment, the expungement of which only our Dr. Ratio can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the
Ah,
destruction of
acho
any and
necessário
all
você
self-esteem.
ser.
His creations have helped many worlds look beyond their borders and step into the future.
I feel like we might
Ok.
accidentally be discussing.
Perhaps I should intervene. Dr. Ratio's desire to cure ignorance with truth is well known. It's time for us to assess his prowess on the battlefield.
Tá, deixa eu ver o que ele faz, velho.
Dr. Ratio
Oh, ele vai ser muito bom no enxame, velho.
is his codex, dealing
Muito
imaginary
bom.
damage to a single target.
Question, why does he carry a codex with him?
Well, intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with that.
Literalmente, ele bate com o livro. Não, velho, para, mano. Eu adorei o rato. Mano, ele bate com o livro e taca giz na cabeça dos outros, velho. É incrível, apenas isso, mano.
Ratio's skill, intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, cogito ergo sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As a rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle.
Mano,
The more
muito
debuffs
bom,
the enemy
velho.
has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's not forget his ultimate, three-step paradox. The good doctor summons a leaning tower and through a series of precise calculations
Mano,
backwards, plots the trajectory of maximum
Ah,
pain.
não, velho.
The target
Muito
enemy
bom,
suffers
muito
imaginary
bom,
damage and
velho.
is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby
Ah, a animação tá muito da hora. Parece meu professor de física. Oh, eu queria ter um professor de física assim, velho.
enemies. When attacking
Mano,
an enemy
como
with a
assim
dimension
parece
and
meu
a battle,
professor de
with a chance of
física,
reducing
velho?
the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
Ele é narcisista, velho.
Also at rating 1.6, Trailblazer
Pera. Os desenhos que ele faz são questões de desenho. Fazer na faculdade. E eu entendi. Cara, não, eles tiveram muita criatividade pra fazer ele, velho. Ele literal bate com o livro e tá com giz nas pessoas, velho.
Yet bound to her all the same. It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui.
O cone dele é bom. Ah, ela é T4, né, chat? Eu acho que ela vai ser T4, né? Muito bonita ela também.
Is a quantum
É,
type character following
T4.
the path of destruction, whose original body was
Quantum da
replaced long ago.
destruição! Caramba!
This system was
Eu não
constructed
esperava
by
por
Shui
isso.
On behalf of the Ten Lords Commission. The commission agreed that for every culprit Shui apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wingspan.
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than my one. Like her sister Hanya, Shui Yi is a formidable presence on the
O
battlefield.
cone dele é melhor que a E6 dele, entendi, pô.
Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and
O cara tá com uma pilastra nos inimigos. Não, então, ele derruba uma torre em cima dos caras lá.
When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage.
Legal,
Her
pô.
ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a
Vou
single
tentar
target
usar
and
ela no
depletion that ignores weakest
time.
types.
No
More
time
damage
de
depleted,
quem?
greater
No
the
time
damage.
da minha Silly.
Irrespective of type.
Elas são os personagens bonitos do jogo.
When
Muito
Shui Yi
bonitos,
uses her
né?
technique, Summer
Deixa eu voltar, velho.
and toughness depletion that ignores weakest types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking weaknesses
Bonito,
irrespective of
bonito.
type.
These Sanjo natives are cold-blooded.
When Shui Yi uses her technique, Summary Execution, to attack an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage to all enemies. Yes, sir. It's time. We talked about version 1.6's banners during
Ah,
the
ok, os
version
banners.
1.6 in the character event
Tá.
works, floral triptych, and
Ah,
the limited 5-star characters
a T4 nova vem com o banner da May, pô.
and Blade respectively. Not to mention,
E
the
Blade,
fourth
ok.
character will be joining version 1.6's first phase character warp.
Essa, sim, é a irmã da Hania.
During the second phase of version 1.6 in the
What the
character
fuck?
event warps, Pantoray and Nezu Dorma. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Dr. Ratio and Kafka respectively.
Ah, Kafka vem junto,
When I
ok.
return.
I'll be glad to see the back of her.
Then let's not forget Lycos. At 1.6's first phase Lyco event.
Ai, que bonito! Pera, tem em cima. Ah, não vai. Mano, que bonito, velho. Muito bonito, cone de luz.
The drop rate of the
Ah, o
5-star
Blade,
Lycos
o Blade tá voltando,
boosted.
velho.
And in the Bicone Reminiscence Lycone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star
Ó,
Lycone
falar pra vocês, meu melhor boneco das minhas contas é o Blade. Chat, eu não tava esperando. Mano, chat, eu não tava esperando por isso. É que o doutor vai ser de graça. Então, o doutor vai ser de graça e vai dar pra pegar o cone dele, velho. Mano! Caramba! Para de... Não dá, Leon, não dá, mano. Caramba, velho.
The baptism of pure thought, entering the Lycone event warp.
Bathing relaxes both the body and the mind. It is of great benefit to our consideration of both the universe and philosophy.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally, in the
Da
aforementioned
Kafka
Bicone
linda,
Reminiscence
maravilhosa
Lycone event
também, né?
warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Lycone, patience is all you need, will also be boosted. Whew. Lycones, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
Tá. Códigozinho. Adiciona. Ei, vou adicionar mais besouro, velho. Eu não acredito numa coisa
Big
dessas.
splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning
Não
accidents?
gosto de
on the
meu
space
bombado.
station?
Ai.
Process of clone cultivation. Madame Ron May did encounter a certain anomaly. An anomaly
Novo
in the form of a
boss.
Swarm King prototype and fierce Swarm Disaster entity. Star Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz.
Ah,
Thanks
mas
to an
boss.
incident during the experiment,
Ele tá
this
bonito?
whole planet's
Ah, eu acho que eu vi um pouco. Eu tomei esse
There's
spoiler.
that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Estamos ferrados.
Shame on you.
Essa é a minha reação, velho.
Don't panic.
É mó bonito mesmo.
Star
Deixa eu me arrumar na cadeira.
Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the
Cadê
abstract
minha
keywords,
professora?
shall we?
Oh, ele é de físico, né?
Leave
Eu
it to
gostei
me.
dele.
Star Crusher Swarm
Cara,
King
bonito,
Scaricabaz
velho.
possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with
Cara, ele ganha um
different
escudo.
Every attack? So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right.
Ah,
As highlighted
entendi.
in the
Tem o
conclusion,
Argent com o
maintaining
cone
focus
dele,
on
vai limpar ele
Swarm
easy.
weakness break just right.
Pior não,
Star
o
Crusher
Argent
Swarm
vai
King
ser bom pra
Scaricabaz
ele.
can be defeated. Furthermore, after completing the 1.6 Trailblaze continuous mission, Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old
E ataque em área ainda. Vai tocar, ia ser toda hora. Vai dar ataque e ia ser toda hora, entendi.
Are all biological entities in this location characterized by aggression?
Progressão.
Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a
Uma área
single
isolada. Ah,
They're not. There are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research development, Trailblazers have been assigned an important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived little life forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't be any accidents or anomalies this time, right?
Probably
bonitinho.
not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event,
Olha
Trailblazers can
esse...
choose their nurturing
Mano,
care
são tipo
according to
gatinhos, velho. Eu vou poder ter um gatinho cor-de-rosa, é
delightful
isso.
little creatures.
Mano, que
Seeing these little critters explore
bonitinho.
and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of every Trailblazer.
Todos fazendo do jogo com
It results in gratifying
bichinhos.
emotional and physical
Sa
responses.
não, eu não tinha reparado isso.
Every tra-
São os personagens do jogo como bichinhos, é isso. A Kafka. Caramba, eu não tinha reparado nisso. O Honkai tá jogando todos os bonecos que eu quero de uma vez só. Boa sorte, ô Tisha. Mano, eu não tinha reparado isso, que são os personagens do jogo.
During the event, Trailblazers have the chance to transform into and experience what it's like to be Peppy.
Ah, a gente vai poder jogar com o Pepe, mano.
I should add a transformation.
Meu Deus, abriu minha mente agora. Eu não fui a única, velho. O Cider também não tinha percebido.
Significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new DLC.
Oh, legal.
Played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of number 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society. It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis, the First Emperor's War.
Já vai virar já vai vir os novos que vão apresentar. Entendi. F-Jades. Rebelou até contra o Genshin. Mano, eu vendo isso, que não liberei, que não finalizei nem o enxame na minha conta.
Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their dice, combining effects from multiple paths to create unprecedented, powerful buff combinations. For example, when using Kafka, even if the initial path selected is the Nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You can assemble a die that allows you to leap over tiles.
Meu Deus, que incrível. Nossa, isso é incrível.
That incorporates both effects.
Tá.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat.
Mano, que legal, velho. É tipo uma parte 2 do universo simulado. Nós vamos só fazer a mudança de representação. Mano, eu não consigo passar da parte 4, pô. Eu não consigo passar do mundo 4.
Leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines through continuous gameplay.
No aniversário deveria. Oh, no aniversário tenho certeza que a gente vai ganhar um T5 de graça, velho.
A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated universe, it's time to talk about a special
Vamos
invite.
falar sobre
Version
como
1.6,
na versão
Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the department.
Na versão 1.6, os jogadores receberão um convite do Departamento de Ecologia para um teste especial.
The Department of Ecology?
Departamento de Ecologia.
What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured.
Inimigos não arcos de... Tá, entendi.
Trailblazers will start with the basic test.
Eu tô pobre.
Despair mode.
Despair mode?
Modo
Your
ok.
trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses can handle it.
Don't be so sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the faint of heart. Which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions created by these scents differ from regular enemies. Make sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Example, deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial. To attain
Modo desespero. Ah, então, modo desespero provavelmente vai ser desesperador, né? Agora falta fazer 100%, entendi.
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone? The sense may be tempting, but it's crucial to exercise self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the return of the Planar Fisher and Realm of the Strange Events. During these events,
Ok, a gente vai ganhar o dobro de coisas, né? Isso é maravilhoso. Ai meu Deus, o Bruno fiz gritar esses dois, então.
Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo Laofu? He recently acquired a talking parrot called Yosa that can blur truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't
Ah,
it?
que bonitinho. Mais eventos.
Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Ok, é... Desafio permanente. Novo mock aí.
Conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Permanent
Cara, eu gosto muito dos eventos do Honkai.
Exactly. In Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score.
Ciclos, entendi.
Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from.
Sim, novo mock, novos cones. Como assim novos cones?
indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure.
Isso é só uma bagunça esse evento, vai.
Nature of enemies and available buff effects.
Coloco 5 endgame no jogo. Genshin abriu 12 a 3 anos. Eu já disse, eles gostam mais de um, velho. Botou Honkai na frente, a Mihoyo. E a gente vai ganhar uma Lynx, é isso? Tá, em cada fase da pura ficção você pode garantir 720 jades. Vai ter novos cones na 2.0. Nome Honkai tem poder. Exatamente, velho. A loja do Mock, entendi. Pela primeira vez a gente vai ganhar uma Lynx, velho. Gosto bastante da Lynx, mano.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first. In version 1.6 for Hall Memory of Chaos is set to expand with stages 11 and 12.
Tá, para... Ah, vai ter 11 e 12, é isso? Mano, eles aumentaram o número de salas na memória do caos, velho. Gente, vai ser 700. Minha Lynx é E6, então mais um tiro de graça. Eu tenho ela E3, eu acho, na minha conta principal.
Sounds neat, but are Trailblazers seriously expected to take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda. These two permanent game modes will be
Os dois modos terão suas próprias alterações na cronologia do processo. Entendi.
Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos and Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be followed 2 weeks later by Pure Fiction event.
Entendi.
2 weeks after that,
Vamos liberar o level... Cara, eu queria o level 90 lá. Genshin Honkai seria perfeito também. Era só ter esse nome.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Entendi.
Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
You got it.
Entendi.
And I
Legal.
forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6.
Esquerda.
For the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the
Poderão
highest
levar
Memory of Chaos
diretamente,
stage
estágio mais alto.
cleared with 3 stars.
Ai, caramba!
All rewards from the preceding stages.
Será que são
Stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers
tá,
can start their challenge.
90?
Well, in other words,
Os
as long
novos
as our team
personagens?
wins victory in
Ih,
stage
eu quero ver
7,
isso,
they can
velho.
victory in any given
Eu tomei
version.
alguns spoilers dos novos. Eu quero a Quantum
Trailblazer time saver, it would seem.
da Buffet lá.
1.6 update will further
Pelo
improve
que eu
the
vi.
user-friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos, the team setup from the previous stage will be carried over by default. Plus, with the new team setup...
Eu também quero a Cisne, pô, mas isso na minha conta principal. Pra jogar com a Kafka. Então, eu quero a Hanabi também, velho. Porque ela vai jogar com a Ciri no mundo
allowing
com.
Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require
Okay.
further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages.
Ah, legal, isso é legal, pô.
And of course, where would one
E aí,
be
Eragon, tudo
without the
bem?
ever-exciting check-in event? Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event allows Trailblazers to get their hands on 10 warts.
No final, todo mundo quer ter todos os... então. Eu também sou de olho na... Então. Tá, 10 tirinhos a gente sempre ganha, né?
It's that time already, folks. A big shout out to all our
Olha,
Trailblazers for
todos
their
nós
incredible love and
com
support.
carinho e
Honkai
apoio.
Star Rail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Eita.
Pardon the interruption.
Ah, que legal,
You
velho.
are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that
Você
your broadcast
acabou
today
de abordar
touched
essas
on
detalhes
certain warp
relacionados a
arrangements in
mim.
connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth,
Bem,
is
conversar
imperative.
imperativo.
I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be
Vocês
given
estão
access
rindo
to
aí?
a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray event
Quando o saldo do evento estiver disponível,
every Trailblazer who
cada desbravador tiver desbloqueado o recurso do correio receberá pelo
unlocked the mail
correio
feature shall receive via mail one limited
o personagem limitado de 5 estrelas! Eu não vou comentar, velho. Triste que você vai ganhar até 5 grátis. Aí precisa de 40. Então. Tá, o jogo completa as tarefas diárias. Pior que é ilimitado ainda. Então, velho. Pô, eu vou guardar pra pegar o cone de luz dele, mano.
5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me.
Entendeu?
Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous.
Onipresente. Nem vai pro mochileiro? Então, não vai pro mochileiro, velho.
With this, I bid you farewell.
Ah, ô Dedé, saiu os códigozinhos também da live, pô.
And there we have it, folks.
Passa depois.
The esteemed Dr. Ratio. So,
Quero ver. Login em Dr. Rachel. Ó. Ponto 6. Ó, a gente consegue pegar ele na... Cara, ele... o evento vai até o final da 2.1, velho. Por causa do inimigo bugado, ah não. Ah, então é recompensa pelo The Game Awards, pelo o iPhone pelo game, jogo do ano no iPhone e pela Google Play, mano. Da hora, velho. Cara, eles são muito top, velho. O Dr. Hat veio na 2.1. Ai. Ó, não, a gente vai conseguir pegar ele na versão 1.6 e esse evento vai durar até 2.1, pelo que eu entendi. Ele é da caça imaginário, Dedé. Não, ele vai ser imaginário, velho. Só de ser imaginário já é forte.
I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6. Thank you once again to our 3 geniuses for their support. But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program. Here comes Sunday.
I thought it was Friday today.
Question: does the IPC not rest?
Descanso no fim de semana.
Right? That's 2 full days of simulated.
Agora falta só a Topaz. Uma equipe full, meme de ataque extra. Eu já tenho Cinder. Eu uso a Clara, a Topaz, a 7 de março e aí eu uso o Healer, mano. Honkai, agora me deu motivo pra jogar mesmo. Joga, velho, Honkai é legal. Só que é de turno, né? É o meu... E não tem multiplayer, gente. Eu quero multiplayer no Honkai, velho. Não sei como eles vão fazer isso, mas dá o jeito, mano. Me dá multiplayer nesse jogo.
Applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative of the family of Penacony, Mr. Sunday.
Good evening, dear viewers.
Ai, que bonitinho, velho. Bonitinho. Seus personagens da hora. Então, velho. Eu curto jogo de turno. Ah, então você vai gostar, mano. Você gosta de jogo de turno? Sunday.
Your presence here lights up our humble studio.
You are too kind, Mr. Owlbert. If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not
Eu
have
não
this
gosto
opportunity
de
to
como
introduce
assim,
your
velho?
audience to our festival,
Hello.
nor its
E aí?
location. That is to say, Penacony. Penacony is located in the Asdana star system. It is a
Ah, pera. Pera, calma aí. Isso é uma região nova. Da 2.0. Tudo bem contigo? Eu não tava esperando por isso. Tá, pera aí, eu não tava esperando por isso. Eles estão dando spoiler. Tá. Então, pelo que eu entendi, a versão 1. Vai até a 1.6. E aí a gente vai pular pra 2.0. É a Nova York ou melhor Hollywood. Da hora, pô. Personagem nova nesse novo mundo. É igual o Genshin. É, então. É o que eu ia perguntar. Vai ser igual ao do Genshin, é isso?
A destination of universal repute, known to many as the planet of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are
Tradições que são unicamente seus.
What
Sou
makes this
curioso.
festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something
lugar
truly
das-
extraordinary.
Pernas. Boa noite. E aí, Cari, tudo
Issued
bem?
public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our magnificent ceremony. Members of the 5 great families.
E
which
dos
together
cones,
make up
ah
the
não,
family
velho.
on Penacony, as
Começou a
well as
live antes de eu
members of the
acordar?
Reverie.
Não, tu que acordou depois que eu comecei a live, pô.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
You heard
E
correctly.
eles vão
On behalf of the family,
ser... São,
Robin will be singing at the opening of the
o...
festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony.
É Sunday o
My
nome
sister has
dele?
already arrived in Penacony, and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests
Ele
are
vai
in
ser
for quite a
jogável,
show.
será?
His participation will undoubtedly make the ceremony all the more dazzling. Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge
Sunday.
any details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of preparations are
Vai
unfolding
ser?
as we speak. The Reverie's
Misha.
renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul.
Tá,
Our
Robin,
service will be
Misha,
better than ever.
o Sunday.
Separately,
Vai ser
we have
jogável
introduced
ele.
performers and service personnel from the Irish family to
Firefly.
Pentagon's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities.
Já tá
I'm
dando
sure
os
they will help our
personagens
guests to
aqui.
feel right at home.
Personagem no
Needless to say,
meio.
safety is our primary
Ai, que
concern.
bonito ele.
And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger
Vai
does
ser
not
da
exist in
destruição.
Penacony.
Já deu uma vazada do que cada um vai ser.
Every guest is guaranteed. Of course, the family is also forgiving. Perhaps you are a member
Que
of
legal o design desse...
the Annihilation Gang, or even the Stellaron Hunters.
Oh, um novo caçador! Caramba! Eu quero muito do que... Então, ó um novo caçador, velho! Ele me lembra o irmão do Hanzo do Overwatch, mano. Não consigo me lembrar o nome. Mas ele me lembra muito o irmão do Hanzo, velho. Sam vai ser da destruição de fogo. Legal. Alguns já anunciaram. Eu quero bode. O bode vai ser jogável também? Cara, muito legal, velho. Ele me lembra um Warframe. Lembra também o Wukong, velho. Eita. Agora. É isso aqui que vai tocar.
If you cherish dreams and uphold benevolence, Penacony welcomes your arrival. Since issuing the
Diz que enviamos
we have received
convites.
many replies from various organizations throughout the universe.
Todo o universo
Today
não,
will be the
velho.
first time we are publishing the guest list.
All in the
Okay.
service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary 10.
E o braço das corações de peça. Cara, que bonito. Ô, gente! Que tipo de baizu é esse? Desculpa! Desculpa, mas parece muito. Esses são os personagens que seguem o caminho. Entendi. Show da Blaze aí. Tá, eu vou deixar o negócio aqui embaixo agora. As legendas.
Adventuring. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, the name is carried forward and trailblazing Will and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence.
Ah, a Himeko vai estar com a... Pior, né, gente? A Himeko que vai estar com a gente no próximo mundo, velho. Esse aventureiro... Cara, ele é muito bonito, velho. Muito bonito. Muito bonito mesmo. O Ratio. Agora a Himeko vai... Não vai, velho. Para com isso, mano. Não aguento mais ver mortes de Himeko na minha vida. Mano. Ai, velho. Deixa eu me ajeitar na cadeira, velho. Eu quero muito ela. Muito.
None other than the memo keeper herself, Miss Black Swan.
Black Swan, mano.
In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow. Forever resilient, never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here representing the massful Sparkle.
Ela é essa Sparkle que vai ser a Buffer Quantum. Aposentou de vez exatamente, velho.
Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too long. Representing the Galaxy Rangers, Miss Acheron takes the stage once more.
Pô, isso parece a Cilly, não? Ah, na Sparkle. É isso aí. Quero ela no mínimo vai ser uma Refino 5. Muito linda, velho.
I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this, our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
É isso? Não. Deixa eu ver. Cara, que bonito, velho. Pensei que era... Então, eu também pensei que era Cilly. Ah, é só isso, chat. Eu pensei que era Cilly, mano. Que bonito.